Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make some mini cherry Bakewell tartlets. Now, this is really a British dessert, so I am going out on a limb here as an American. I hope I do it justice, but they are quite delicious. And I think for Americans, we are completely consumed all summer long with our pies and our crumbles and crisps, that I wanted to show you how to make something a little bit more elegant, like a Bakewell tart. Let me show you how quick and easy they come together. The first step is we're going to create our tart dough, and this is a beautiful dough. It's so light and just melts in your mouth and very flavorful. So all we're gonna do is take 1.25 cups of all-purpose flour and put it in a food processor. To that we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You're gonna whirl that up until everything is combined, and then we're gonna add 1/2 cup of very cold butter that's been diced. A little bit at a time, just pulsing all the while until you get a coarse meal. Then we're gonna take 1 egg yolk and put it in a small bowl or a glass, and then add 2 tablespoons of ice water. And then you can whisk that up with a fork. And then you're gonna add this to the food processor, pulsing until a dough starts to form, and keep going until that dough turns into a nice dough ball. Then you can pull it out, and you'll see how soft and beautiful this dough is. It's really a great dough. And then we want to flatten it and put it in some parchment paper or plastic wrap, whatever you have, and put it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Then meanwhile, you can make the filling, which is a delicious frangipane almond-based filling that comes together really easily. So in the bowl of an electric mixer, you're going to add 1/2 cup of softened butter and 1/2 cup of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar or icing sugar. It has so many names of this sugar, depending on where you live. And then 3 eggs. It helps if the eggs are room temperature. And then you also want to add 2 teaspoons of pure almond extract. That's what's going to give this a beautiful almond flavor, which is going to pair really nicely with the cherry jam. Now at this point, we're going to need 1 cup of ground almonds. You can either grind them yourself in a food processor, just using blanched almonds, or what I like to do is just buy pre-ground almond meal, super fine, because I find that that will provide a really nice delicate texture to the cake. So we're going to take 1 cup of that, and then 3 tablespoons of flour and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then you can whip that all up. And now your filling is ready to go, so you can set that aside. Now this recipe definitely makes enough for 1 10-inch tart pan, but I like to make the little mini tarts because I think there's something really cute about it. But you could go either way. So for the mini tarts, I'm using a 4-inch removable bottom tart tin, and I'll leave you a link in the description if you want to know where to get them. And then we're gonna take our dough and roll it out on a floured surface. And then just take the tart tin, pop it upside down, and cut just like a rough circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're gonna fit it into your tin. And the one thing to know is you just wanna make sure that the dough is not too thin in places, especially the bottom, because that's where we're gonna put the jam, and then the jam will start to leak out if your crust is too thin. Once you get it all fitted, then just take a sharp knife and run it along the top, and that will give you a nice clean edge. And then at that point, we want to take them and put them in the freezer. You don't want warm dough hitting a hot oven, or it'll start to melt and become a little bit misshapen. So it's a good step. Then we're going to take our mini tarts, and then we're going to add a generous heaping of some cherry jam just in the bottom, about 1 tablespoon or so. Then on top of that, we're going to add our filling, and then just go ahead with a little spatula and smooth it out. Take it right up to the top. It will rise a little bit, but I think it looks better when it has a slight dome once it's baked. So go ahead and take it right to the top. And then I also like to add some sliced almonds on top of that. And then we're gonna put this in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 25 minutes, or until the tarts are set and the crust is golden brown. And then we're gonna remove the tarts from the tins. And then I also like to finish them off with a dusting of powdered sugar, and then 1 fresh cherry lying on its side. I think it's pretty to kind of present it that way. And then I do like to serve these with some homemade whipped cream. And if you drink alcohol, a good thing to do is spike it with a little bit of kirsch, which is a cherry liqueur, which is quite tasty. And when you cut into it, you'll see how spongy and delicate the cake is, mixed with the sour tartness of the cherry, and of course that homemade whipped cream. It is one sensational flavor combination. So there you have it, some mini cherry Bakewell tartlets. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think. Subscribe for more quick and easy recipes, and I will see you back here next week with another one. Until then, bye.